What's up, guys? We're out here on the home farm today, and we're going to be patterning my new turkey gun. I'm super excited about it. Finally got a good weather day. It's been raining the last couple days, and it's windy today, plus we got this creek running, so I'm hoping the audio is doing well. But we just got back from NWTF show this past weekend, and it was awesome. I got to meet a ton of great people, a ton of guys I've been looking up to in the industry for a couple years now, as well as check out a ton of different vendors, new products that have already been out. And again, just talked to a bunch of people about hunting, and it was nice being around a lot of like-minded people and just seeing, you know, how strong and how tight the hunting community is together. But again, checked out a ton of great products. First thing I want to say is the TSS craze is real. Every booth that had something to do with ammunition was pushing the TSS. People are talking about how it shoots longer, flatter, tighter pattern. People are killing birds out to 60 yards with 20 gauges and 410. So that's what we're going to be shooting today. I've never shot TSS, so we're going to be patterning my new gun with some just regular nitro turkeys, getting it close with this red dot. Then we're going to switch over to the TSS and test it out and see if people are really telling the truth when they say this stuff is just that much better. So again, NWTF show was super exciting. Got to meet a ton of great people. I'd actually ordered my gun from Borders before we left, and of course, just how things go, it took a week to get shipped, and it's finally here. So I'll go ahead and show you guys. I got this Retay Gordion 24-inch barrel, the turkey model, semi-auto, 4+1, but in most states you can only hold 3, which is plenty. If you don't get it done in 3, you ain't getting it done in 4 or 5. So kicks, choke on it, and Bushnell red dot. So again, super excited about this setup. It's completely new. Everything's brand new. Also got this old Tom shoulder strap on it. Picked this up at the show. And I'm excited to get this gun shot, get it patterned. I've actually been using a Mossberg 535, which that feels like Mike Tyson in its prime, punching you in the shoulder. So this can't be any worse. But what I'm excited about this gun is, first off, it's inertia driven. The only other semi-auto I've hunted with is a Browning B80, and it's gas driven. So I've heard people say inertias kick harder. Some people say they kick less. I'm not too worried about it. When you're a grown man, you don't really have to worry about the recoil on the gun. But again, I'm super excited about it. Brand new gun. I've heard a lot of good things about the Retay. Super light, just sleek design, and I'm excited. So just go ahead and break it down. First off, Chuck Boswell from Kicks Chokes is an awesome dude. If you guys are looking to get into new turkey chokes for any kind of gun, go check out Kicks Chokes. I'll leave a link down in the description to him. But actually, when I'd ordered my choke, the .655 was out of stock, and that's what they recommend for TSS. So I just went ahead and went with the .665 and, you know, just kind of work with that until that one got in stock. Well, I was talking to Philip Culpepper at the show. He went over and introduced me to Chuck, and Chuck actually gave me this 6.55 right there at the show at no cost, and just told me when I get home just to box the other one up and ship it back, which I just thought the world of. That's awesome for a guy who is high up in the company to trust a customer to work a trade out like that. That just shows you the customer service and how, you know, just how down to earth some of these people are. And again, so big shout out to Kicks Chokes for that. I finally got this .655, and the other one's in the mail going back. So we worked out a trade for it, and I got the choke I needed. This is the Bushnell RXS 100, I think is the name of it. It's actually a cheaper red dot at like 99 bucks, but I've never shot a red dot before. So I went ahead and went with a cheaper one for now, just to see how I'm going to like it. And if this one holds up, I'll just keep running with it. But if not, then I'll eventually upgrade to a nicer, better choke. But already I'm a big fan of this Bushnell choke. I've got Bushnell binoculars too, so I'm a big fan of that brand. Again, running this old Tom strap on it. Got this for like 20 bucks at the show. But what I love about it is it's got this rubber pad, which is going to be grippy, but it also doesn't bounce. A lot of those rubber shoulder straps like this, they got that bounce to them, and I don't like my gun bouncing up and down, especially when you're trying to get on these birds in the mountains of West Virginia. Usually sometimes you have to break out into a jog, and I really don't want that. So I like that strap a lot. But overall, super excited about this gun. Like I said, we're going to shoot some 3-inch nitro turkeys just to get it close. Those are a lot cheaper than that TSS. Once we get that red dot close to where I think we're good, I will start shooting that TSS, and we're going to zero it at 20, probably shoot one at 40, and then we're going to stretch it out to 60 and just see what this pattern is on it. All right, so first things first, anytime you're shooting a gun and you're going to be shooting it more than once, get you some kind of ear protection. Just smart to do. Protect your ears. Make sure you get it in there. I could shoot it off my knee, but just to try and be somewhat consistent for now, I got me some trigger sticks and just one of these little lawn chairs, Walmart lawn chairs. Again, start off, we're just shooting some Nitro turkeys. This is just to get it close. They're a lot cheaper, $16 for 5. A lot cheaper than $60 for 5. So this is what we're going to start with. Alright, so like I said, we got the red dot somewhat where I think it needs to be. We're going to shoot it once, see. Hopefully it's dead on, we can move right on to TSS. Alright, we've got ears in. Let's send it. I just sent one at 20 yards and for some reason I didn't press record, but it actually was pretty low and left with this red dot. So we went ahead and moved it. We're going to try it again, see where we hit. Oh my goodness. Oh. I'm going to have a bruise. That inertia driven kicks for sure. But we're still hitting low and left, so we're going to have to move it again. Alright, because the bulk of the pattern didn't really hit that bird in the head, we're just going to keep using that same target. I moved it again, and this has come trial and error. I'm actually not sure with the red dot. I'm just thinking in my head, I think you follow your pattern, almost like sighting in a bow. So if the bulk of my pattern's hitting low and left, I'm thinking that you move the red dot itself low and left, because then you'll have to pick up right, up and right to get it to its head. Because it's different. Sighting in a bow and sighting in the gun are different. But I'm thinking that's how it works. So we're going to try it again. Hopefully not lose a shoulder this time. Get real tucked in there. Oh. Oh my goodness. That hurts. That whole grown man comment, man. Oh, I regret saying that. Okay, actually, I'm confused now, but I think I was wrong. I think you do. Maybe it's just the way it's listed. I don't know, but I think I've got it going the right way now. Now I can see the bead and the red dot, you know, just from the near sight is probably 3 inches higher. The red dot and the bead. So I'm hoping, and the right and left is completely dead center. So now I'm hoping we'll get it at least close. I'm aiming right on top of the head at 20 yards. That's what I want to do. I want the bulk of the pattern to hit him right in the top of the head. So we're going to get it there. That way, if we drop back to 40 yards, 60 yards, we're still doing good. But I wish I wouldn't have made that grown man comment, because my shoulder hurts. And I've heard that TSS kicks even harder. So when I said you don't get it done in 3, you ain't get it done in 4 or 5. If I don't get it done in 1, I'm not pulling the trigger again. This thing hurts. But let's see how close we got it this time. Again, we still got our ears in. Don't need eye protection shooting a shotgun like this, single shot. I mean, you could, but you don't really. Let's try it out, see where we're at now. Please be close. Let's go take a look and see where we're hitting this time. Because I've only got 1 Nitro turkey left, so we got to get it. Alright, we just did a lot more adjusting. I'm hoping this is close, because actually when we watched back, I went too high and ended up going past where I needed to go. We were still hitting left, so we moved it farther left. If you chase left, you have to move the barrel to the right. And now we're looking, and I can actually see under where the red dot is and see the bead itself that's on the actual barrel, and then kind of guess and then look up without moving the gun and see where the red dot is. So for now, the bead right on top of the turkey's head at the blue spot where its eye is, when the bead's there, the red dot is right where the red meets the black, basically where the neck meets the body. We're gonna shoot it there, see what it does. I'm hoping with this is close because we are running out. Well, this is actually our last shot of Nitro turkey, so if it doesn't get it right, I might have to run back to the house, get some more, because I really don't want to use our TSS for sighting in purposes. I want to know where we got it first. So let's hope we can get it close here and let it eat. So we're going to put the bead right on the center of his neck. Ow! Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to start shooting this thing left-handed. But that was money right there. That's exactly what we want. You can see bulk of the, I'm aiming right here, bulk of the pattern hit him right there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna switch out targets. Before we adjust it again, we got it close. We're gonna switch targets and shoot it with this TSS, because TSS should pattern different. It might pattern high, it might pattern low, but we're gonna get it close, and then if I need to, I'll move it, because I want to be able to hold dead on his noggin at 20 yards and hopefully take his head clean off. That way 30, 40, 50, 60 yards, I can hold still top of his head and know that I'm gonna hit him right there in the neck, which is still dead gobby. So we're going to switch out the targets and get it all figured out. All right, so we got it really close with the Nitro turkeys. We got the bulk hitting right in the head, right where we want it. Might still have to do a little bit of adjusting on the red dot, but before we do any more micro adjusting, we're going to go and switch over to this TSS. This is by Verdict, right over there in Kentucky. We talked to these guys at the TSS show, at the NWTF show. Super good group of guys, very excited. This is 3-inch, 2-ounce, number 9 shot. Again, this stuff's expensive, so that's why we did the Nitro turkey. But the reason we're not going to do any more micro adjusting until we shoot one of these is because this could tighten or pattern completely different. Could pattern tighter, high, low, left, anything like that. So we're going to shoot this, and then if we have to do any micro adjusting, which I hope we don't, we should be good. But what I'm going to do is, with that last Nitro turkey, I held right where the red meets the black and hit it right in the head. We're going to do that again, and like I said, if that's the case, we're going to adjust it and get it to where the red dot is right on top of its head. That way, I don't have to worry about it at 20 yards, put it right on top of his head, and any farther back, I can put it on his head. No, I'm still going to get that neck, which is dead shot. As you can see on the target, that white thing that's running down, that's his spine. If you get even one BB in that or in the brain, it's lights out. So let's shoot this. And I've heard people say TSS kicks harder. I literally hope to God it doesn't, because my shoulder is throbbing. I'm gonna have a bruise, but hey, if you're gonna be done, you gotta be tough. All right, I think we've adjusted enough to where we should be dead money at 20 yards. I hope, because I honestly don't know if I can shoot this gun again. I know it sounds like I'm being a wuss, but I swear on my life, this gun hurts so bad to shoot. I think that inertia driven kicks a lot harder than that B80. That B80 felt like a freaking fly landing on your shoulder. This feels like Tim Sylvia, a guy we met at the NWTF. This feels like Tim Sylvia in his prime. Just freaking roundhouse, right hook, straight to the shoulder. TKO, you know. But we're gonna be a man and shoot it, and we're gonna take this turkey's head off, hopefully call it a day, because I don't know if I can shoot it at 40 or 50. But let's get into it. Be a man about it. Recording, yeah. Oh. Ah! Oh! I tap. I can't. Oh. Oh, it almost knocks the breath out. Oh, it almost knocks the breath out of you. Oh my God. Holy crap. All right. So that's definitely a dead turkey, but we need to click it left a little bit, or actually click it right, because I want to shoot that instead of that hole being right there. I want that to be the top of his noggin just gone. So, oh my God, dude, I don't really think I can shoot it again. We're gonna click it, and I'm gonna give myself about a 20-minute long break, and we're gonna shoot it at 40 just for the fun of it, but there's nothing fun about it. But we're gonna go ahead and label this one, get it right where we want it. We're gonna click it a little bit more, and then, oh my goodness. But as you can see, does it say how big that kill area is? It doesn't count, but I mean, that's a good size group right there. That's what you want. And then we've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 pellets, 10 right here. You got 10 pellets out of there and a blue million in there. I don't care what you say, that's a dead bird. 900 times out of 900. I'm making up numbers because so far the proof is in the pudding. It does pattern tighter, and it hurts. It really does hurt. And I know I'm complaining, but it hurts. So we're gonna get this target labeled. That'll be at the end. We can kind of compare and contrast. But again, we're gonna click it one more time, and then we're gonna back it up to 40 and just let it go there. I know people say they kill 60. I don't want to shoot out to 60. If I ever had to, I would, but for now, we're just gonna stretch it out to 40 and see what she does. All right, so that concludes it. After one day, I'm absolutely in love with that Retay. It hurts. It hurts so bad to shoot, honestly. But I'm not gonna complain about it. I love the gun. Cycles quick. Obviously, I didn't shoot more than one, but I can just tell it's gonna cycle real quick. Straight shooting gun. Clean, sleek, lightweight. Feels good in the hands. I love that Bushnell red dot. Once I kind of got it figured out, it's easy to adjust and get it right where I want it to go. Like I said, shooting these 3-inch TSS. First, what I shot was these Remington Nitro turkeys, 3-inch. These are number 5 shot, and those are honestly very good shells. They're only 16 bucks for 5. That was a couple years ago. It might be more now, but it can't be more than 20, 25 bucks. And a lot of people kill turkeys with these, and so have I. But I have now become a believer and a fan in this TSS. It patterns so tight. It hurts to shoot. Yes, it's expensive, but it just patterns so tight. It's a good looking round. Go check out Verdict. I'm a big fan of them. There's a ton of different TSS on the market. Just go check out what you like. I know Remington makes TSS. Federal makes TSS. A bunch of different brands out there, but I'm a big fan of it. It is expensive though, so I'm glad I only had to shoot it 3 times. If I would have had to shoot the whole box, that's going to really hurt the pockets even more than it already did. But again, huge fan of the gun. I'm in love with it. I'm in love with this TSS, and I'll kind of go down the line and tell you what we shot. So the first one right here, this is the very first target we shot with the Remington, and obviously, as you can tell, it's been shot up. We shot more than one shot at it, so not really going to, you know, kind of go over that one too much because you don't really know what's what. This one right here is our first shot at 20 yards with that TSS, that Verdict. As you can tell, huge bulk of the pattern right there in the back of his head. Just absolutely destroyed him. And that's a dead turkey out at 20 yards for sure. Then we clicked it a couple more times. Got even more BBs right there, as you can see. Would have ripped his head off. We went ahead and clicked it just 2 or 3 more clicks to get that big hole right there on the base of his head. And I mean, that's a dead turkey. Like I said, only 10 BBs are outside of that, and I would guess to say that's probably a 10 to 12 inch big circle, about a pie plate, and only have 10 BBs out of it is absolutely insane. Then we backed it out to 40, and as you can see, obviously it opens up a little bit, but there's still a ton of BBs in that kill zone. And what I learned is it actually hit high at 40. You can see the bulk of the pattern even spread out is at the top half of the target. there's only 2 or 3 down here at the bottom half. So now I know that even out at 40 yards, I can really hold it right there on the base of his neck, and it's going to be money. Got a bullfrog going on. It's going to be money out to 40 yards. So back it out 50, 60 yards, aim at the top of his head. Like I said, all it takes is 1 BB, but the more the merrier. I'd like to get, you know, a big group, but at 40 yards, it even hitting that upper half of that target, that lets me know 40, 50 yards, I'm going to hold right there where the black meets the red, squeeze the trigger, and that's going to be a flopping bird, you know, every day. So, super excited for this spring. We got a while before West Virginia season comes in, but we're planning a trip to Florida. Hopefully we can get back down there. Hunted it last year, just didn't have a lot of luck. Just wasn't a good trip overall. But now we're going back down to Florida. Hopefully we're going to hunt southern Florida here on our spring break, which is March 12th. Kind of getting that figured out. Then I'm sure me and Dad are going to want to get back to Tennessee, which was an awesome hunt last year. Got on 1 bird, but again, weather and timing. We're going to try and get back there. Obviously West Virginia, Ohio, maybe even Kentucky. And I've met a couple cool guys out there from Midwest Whitetail in Iowa. If schedules get lined out, I'd love to even get out there and maybe try to do a turkey hunt and film and just meet those guys. So big spring lined up ahead of us. I'm excited for it, man. I really am. I'm excited to get after these birds. Hopefully we can get down to Florida and kick it off the right way. But you guys like and subscribe to my channel, please. I really appreciate all the support. We just hit 5K subscribers. Over 4 million views in the last 3 months on shorts and videos. So just really excited about that. We're going to keep the content coming. With this video, I'm going to go over all my turkey gear that I'm going to be using, new and old, for 2023. Here in probably a couple days, I'll make that video. And we're just going to keep rolling with it. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. Get out, pattern your gun, make sure you know where it's hitting so you can be successful and roll that big gobby this spring. And good luck. Thank you guys.